Hey guys, welcome back to the Community for All of Us. I am your host Derek, my beautiful co-host Nikki, and tonight we are we're gonna kind of do a little something different. As you can see, we're in the same room, same place. I'm hoping that this is going out. I'm trying to make sure. See if you got. Did you get a notification yet? Nope. All right, I want to make sure we have this going to the right place. StreamYard is still being kind of fickle with me, trying to figure it all out. And so, did you get a notification yet?
I did not.
Are you looking to see if you see it's on there? Because if not, I had to stop it and see where it's located. Because it may not be located. Should be, because we are live. It's been a minute already. So we're gonna see if we are. There we are. We are live. Don't know why my phone's not showing it to me, but it is the Christmas holiday coming up, and we wanted to kind of do a little something at the moment. Um,
What's a little something we
I
want
don't
to
know
do?
what are you doing?
I am trying to get up a notification on Facebook. So
Dude, that's all right. We're
I
not.
just do it during it and they pop in.
Oh, have mercy. She's like, we're gonna do it side by side, and I'm like, okay. And so, and then I get kind of thrown off a little bit, but it's all right. I'm trying. It's been a kind of a hard day for me today. Um, it's kind of been with my health. It's been like this whole roller coaster ride where um we thought we had something that was supposed to be looked like it was promising, looked like it was working right and doing like it was supposed to. Now we're kind of now at square one where we're realizing that this is it's not a long-term solution. And those of you that don't know, we'll go ahead and share. I have a very rare heart disease. Um, and there is a nerve that you have that goes from, the actual nerve.
It's the HCN nerve. It's called the pacemaker nerve, and it connects the brain to the heart, and it regulates the pumping and how fast it's supposed to be.
And so we started doing some natural remedies that looked like they were working and doing like they're supposed to, but then other things that's now kind of come up with it that we're now going, okay, we're back to square one. Um, so that is about as far as I want to go with how far we are with that. But it did look very promising, and then there's been a couple little setbacks, but I'm trying to get this back going full force. And Nikki's over here just I don't know how she can move. She does her finger, which is crazy. I don't know how people do it, but she could take her finger and just move it on the keyboard.
People do that.
And
It's easier for me.
and words will actually pop up that she's actually literally trying to spell. That for me, technology has never been my key thing. But we wanted this to be something that's been happening. I got to be on the forge. I was sick all last week, still getting off the crud a little bit right now. Um, as that has happened, so we were on the forge. They celebrated their 1 year anniversary. Um, for a whole year of the forge. I was privileged to be a guest on there. I'm glad that the things are working out for Jimmy and Billy really well with that. Wish them all the luck and everything. Um, we're trying to get our book finished. We had a setback with it, but I think Nikki has got that figured out, and so we'll not be out this year. It will be out at the beginning, and and then you'll be able to find it on Amazon, Books a Millions, Barnes and Noble, and everything. If you check out our website, Bitter Tea Media, we try to keep an update going there and a new comic strip going up every Wednesday. New comic strip now that we're doing is called Picking Up Sticks at the Office, and a lot of it is dealing with cats because we kind of feel like this is our office, and every time we try to get something started, the cats have knocked something down, knocked something over. So it's like we're always picking up their sticks everywhere. But we're very excited tonight. We get a lot of great toys, wouldn't you say, has come out this year.
I would agree.
A lot of good toys have come out this year. So much so, it's kind of hard for me to pick 10 of my favorite. Nikki picked hers.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are going to be out of the box. Nikki's will be in the box.
Half of them. Some of them are in the box. Some of them are loose.
Or some are loose.
Mhm.
Okay. So kind of excited about how this year's been going with action figures. We did kind of branch out from Transformers. I went to Action Force. I did not get one of my Action Force figures. It was one of the figures that I really liked that I was going to show off, but I didn't have time to go into uh, the display and pull it out because again, with cats, you go into a new area and they feel like, hey, we got to go in there and see what you got going on in there, and then they try to knock everything over, gravitate to it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun trying to get these things together. It's gonna be a lot of fun putting these things back after the show. But I there's no really like there's so many great toys. It was hard for me to go, hey, this is number one, this is number 10. So Nikki was like, well, yours kind of changes uh really based off of what comes in, and it's your new toy that you get, and that kind of like sets off what your new favorite toy is. And she's right about that. But she said, just look at what you have and see overall what stands out to you. And we just want for you, Derek, we're not going to do this is number one, number two, number three. You're just going to show it off. But I think Nikki has her set up
Mhm.
and one through. So Nikki's going to show off her figures and give a quick little talk about.
Why I like them.
Yeah. So I'm going to let
And
you.
I didn't put them in any particular order. So
Okay.
I'm going to pull my loose ones first and talk about it. And then I'll do my ones that are in the batch. I typically keep um my ones still in the pack. Some of these are Derek's and some of them are like joint toys.
All our things are joined.
It kind of and some of them are more his than mine.
Yeah.
Like I like them more, he likes them more.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Um, I do. I will pull off two. These are Savage Crucible, aren't they?
Now, this one is not. This
Okay.
is from the Four Horsemen,
Okay.
and this is one that I got you um at our anniversary back in June. And she's a figure's been out for a while, but we used to get the Matty Collector and the Four Horsemen used to do those, and Nikki actually kept all her Shira figures. So this is one of the characters, their own design character. I can't remember her name,
I don't.
but she is a bounty hunter, and it's part of their space odyssey type story. And she looks beautiful. The paint on her was gorgeous. If you did this type of head sculpt with the hair, it was hard for the cape, even though the cape's dynamic. It was hard for the cape to stay wrapped around her neck. So I ended up
Buying
buying
black
a
cloth.
little black cloth cape from Amazon to be the underlining
Mm-hmm.
for this cape because it has a wire that's in it to get in all shapes and sizes and everything.
And
And
there's wire in the hood.
yeah,
And then along the edges through there. And that's what part I liked about it. I like that her face looks like a baby deer with the
yeah,
little spots. I really like the contrast between the blue and the orange. And the figures really made it really nice plastic too. You may have to hold this over there so you can see it. So
I can do that.
I can't reach that down.
And
Let's
so
see.
and so she has this nice little skirt that's down here that has a wire in it. She comes with a blaster, nice little staff. I did a review on her. It's just so dynamic and the colors and everything. And as you can see, there's layers in her
The
hair.
layering of the hair and the sculpting of the hair is really nice.
And beautiful. It's just
This would be good for like role playing. Like if you had a character that was similar, you could kind of dress her up in a different outfit. Because even though um, that outfit is essentially on her. I don't think it could be taken off of her, but you could wrap something else around her to go with the colors that you want for your figure. So, because I know some people that play like D&D, Dungeons and Dragons or AD&D, um, like to have a facsimile of their character, and I think that one's a really good one to use for that.
Now, there's a new company that Nikki actually did research on and did and found, and
The one he's talking about
yeah,
in his hand right now.
which is
Is that one Savage Crucible?
this is the animal.
Oh, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom.
Yes, which I'm gonna be honest, I am looking at getting some more of their figures. I really like the way these guys look. The pricing for them are really good. He has this beautiful head sculpt. I had to get this because he looks so much like.
Only spots.
Yeah,
So that's one of these two have spots.
she loves like leopards and cheetahs. And when I saw this guy, he has this Aztec type feel to him, and
His sword is looks like, I agree, Aztec Mayan kind of hieroglyphics, or runes,
yes,
depending on, you know.
and these figures are really well made,
I
and
do like his metallic armature.
yeah,
In the screen, it makes it look like it's a sea green. It's actually more of a turquoise, more of a teal color, and it goes really nicely with his orange fur.
and these guys are just so these again are so well made, and they're just so dynamic. And for around 20 $5 is how much they usually go for, and they had this great articulation, very much for a 6-inch figure. Uh, very well made, very, very well made. And he just looked to me when I saw him, I was like, Nikki's gonna love it because, well, one, we have cats. Two,
Mhm.
she loves spots, and I was like,
I like him a lot.
so I
He
picked,
was really nice looking.
yes, I picked this one for her, and this,
Quality on him is really nice. I don't have any reason to think that he's going to get more yellow, like his color is going to change. Because sometimes people use plastic that is not up to temperature changes, but I don't have
no problem.
feeling this. I don't think I have a problem, and we haven't had a problem
No,
with
no,
that.
no, no.
We've had these since June, and so he has not changed color, and I like that. I like knowing the color I'm supposed to be getting, and it stays the same. I'm very much color oriented, so I like that one a bunch. All right, and the next comes up
Oh, you
is,
think one of the ones that I was gonna get is from Action Force.
and so Pandora.
Nikki loves this,
It's one of my favorites.
and
And this is the unique one. She comes, there's a black, or is this one the non-unique
yeah,
one?
this is a unique one.
Yeah, because she comes in a black outfit, but I wanted the white outfit also.
I end up getting her the black outfit too because she loves the character so much.
Yeah, like,
And this comes from Ballerverse,
mhm,
and this is Bobby, who designs these. Bella that designs these and makes these. Great guy, great company, very helpful.
service customers.
Yes,
As much as you
and
can, you can't give them the moon, but you can at least make your figures quality, nice plastic, not where they're gonna break on you. Um, Not where they're gonna change
not gonna
colors to
change.
yellow.
Completely white
It's still
and
white the way it's
still
supposed
white.
to be.
And yeah, and I got yeah. You don't have to worry
And
about
it
that.
keeps with the storyline too. We did get the comic, and the comic was really good too, well
Yes,
written.
I love the comics.
They're supposed to come out with one just about her, I think, later this year, unless it's already come out, we missed it.
No, no, you read that one. It's already
Oh, okay. I can't remember right now.
yeah,
I love my comics, so I'd have to go back and read it again. But
yeah.
I remember really liking the storyline because I couldn't remember if Derek had read it and then told me about it, or if I actually got to read it. But I remember I really liked the story. So
These things are wonderful. If you ever get a chance, check out Ballerverse.com. Great. And they package and ship things on time, and you don't have to worry about nothing when you get your packages from them.
yeah,
Top
there's a
notch,
package
absolutely perfect.
package to the gills. They're comfortable in there. They're not
Yeah.
flying around or anything like that. And then I have another one from Bellaverse.
Come on, Nesma.
This one is not the way it came in the package. We got their heads packed and we got an extra body of this one. It's kind of like Chuckles from G.I. Joe, what you say?
Yes, Chuckles from G.I. Joe whenever
He's always ready for you.
I know. She's like, I have to get in his lap as she's climbing over. She knocked everything. There you go.
There you go, sweetie.
This is
And
Nesma.
one thing I didn't talk about with the other one is that they come with their own stands and there are different pegs in there for where you want to put them. And you can put some really dynamic poses. And actually, you don't really need the stands. You could have these figures standing up without it. But we like to keep it on there, especially with how many figures we have. It makes them not fall down once we get them on the shelf in there. And you may have to put her in a spot and then show off.
All right, girl.
Yeah, girly. Oh.
Yeah, baby.
And this is not factory direct. This has a different head on it.
It's a kick.
I made it look like Derek.
Well, my beard's longer.
Yeah, he's had a beard that long, and he typically wears Hawaiian shirts. And so he doesn't usually carry a gun or one like that, though. That's not typically a thing. But
Not in public.
I like how dynamic they are, and they do give you options. Like you can get a whole weapons pack, you can get a whole heads pack, you can buy a regular body, like you can buy like dummy bodies that have like a generic head and then face swap according to what you want in your army, if you're army building or whatever.
I mean, that box is, I'm going to have to put these or they're not going to
step on them. Did you show them up close?
Yep. Yep. So that. Sorry, guys.
Go ahead and put the one
that we do if we're going to be in the same room. That the babies would be knocking down the door if we were in the same room and we closed it. And typically they go in there they hang out with Nikki while we do the stream.
You know, some hang out with Derek and some would hang out with me. And we thought this would be like when it's just the two of us, we thought let's try this to see if we like setting up like this.
Yeah.
I think we're able to get closer when we're on our own camera, so we may go back to that. But I did want to see if this was possible to set up and do it this way. I'm gonna go ahead and close them up.
I would just because we're gonna put more in there, so I would just make it ready.
Grab the one.
Yeah.
Hold this. I put this here. That should be kind of hard for them to get to that one.
So the next thing
is now not all of them came out this year for me. Those two did, and I think the other four I have did also. This one is I acquired it this year. I originally had hoped to go see the Hardy Boys at GalaxyCon. We were going to try to make it, but it was his heart was not in a good place to do it right then. So I went ahead and pre-bought this one, and it really wasn't very much on eBay. I want to say I paid less than $20 for it.
Yeah.
And it came with both, and I was very excited about it. And so so it's Hardy Boys. And so maybe eventually I'll be able to get somewhere and get it signed. That's what I hope to do. Or get a better one. Because this one's kind of beat up. But I have them in my collection at all. So we haven't taken it out, so we can't tell you how they're doing.
No, and I gotta tell you, I had to pack that far. They're right in our back door.
Yeah, he was originally from Moore County, North Carolina, and I think they live in the Pinehurst area. But more than likely, when you get a wrestling figure, they usually do really well with setting up, and especially since there's a lot of boys that play with these wrestling and doing their favorite matches and stuff like these. So I don't have any questions about whether this would be good for your kids either. These are my favorite toys, but this would also be good for a Christmas present. Let's see. Since we're doing wrestling, let's go ahead and continue with wrestling. I did go ahead and get me John Cena one. Last time I was down, he had his last match this week. There's some booing in the audience, but I think that they thought that John Cena should win. In case, spoiler alert, you didn't watch, but I think John Cena made the decision that he wasn't going to win.
Yeah, and
Kind of gave the bump to Gunther, who was his last match.
yeah, and I like this figure because the cloth is a cloth shirt that he's got right there. It goes with like the last thing for John Cena. The last time is now. The farewell is one of the last figures that you'll have that'll come out where he's a new figure during his run. So this was a Walmart, I believe, exclusive, and
Invisible one, you can't see me. I prefer the I can see him one. So
yeah, so that was a really good one. It's a really good one. And the hat can come off, and the shirt and stuff like that. So yeah, all nice little doodads, all this little stuff on the side. Never give up. I got to see John Cena when he debuted. I was actually in the audience when he debuted, which was
now we're not saying debut as an official like in the show. We're saying he had a dark match at the very beginning of the show that we wouldn't go see.
and then I saw him again whenever he was like he showed up with Undertaker and with The Rock and Stone Cold.
Mhm.
So he's been one of my favorite wrestlers for a long time. So
And I love me some Jey Uso.
yeah,
I was really pleased to get this figure because this was right when he was getting his push. It was still when he was like doing a couple solo matches. He had just split from the bloodline, and so I was like, I really like this this character, this Jey Uso. If I don't go ahead and get it, there's a good chance it's going to be expensive.
and
I haven't looked at it since then though.
and the cool thing is that for around $25, they even come with cloth shirts and stuff, which is crazy because Hasbro would charge you an arm and a leg. It would become a special elite, for that to happen. But Mattel's actually able to do that. And I am curious to see how Mattel does taking over DC Toys again. So we'll see about that. But yeah, there you go for old Jey Uso, the elite. Main event.
That main event,
Jey Uso.
it's when he just split from the bloodline. And then
Somebody
my favorite
Panther.
this year,
Yeah. Or for me, I loved our
all times. He's from the Charlotte area,
Yes,
actually.
yes.
Mhm.
And so it was our truth.
And that's when he was making fun that he was in the Judgment Day and he had the shirt on too. So I really like this one.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
So yeah, that's our truth.
This one changed his life
Yes, yes. If you ever look at
for
the
the
story,
better. Mhm.
for the better. Absolutely. Very, very cool.
And actually, this is my one of my most newest ones that I've gotten is the high definition Ultimate Legends Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
This is my favorite character, and I like that when is McFarlane still producing these? Who's producing?
This is Bandai. This is when I got this was from Bandai. I got this because I got this same time I got me um
the wolf head, or was it the pig
Gundam.
head? Oh, the Gundam one.
Yeah, I got the Gundam.
You got this.
And I got the guy.
Brand
Yes, from
goes
the
with
board.
Demon Slayer one.
Yeah. So
I definitely waited to get the one with the jacket because I really like his jacket. I'm really into like patterns and dots and this checkerboard, and I really the jacket makes him. It's who he is, and so I waited till I could find a figure with him in it. So that's my top 10.
okay. Is that all of them?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, because I counted Hardy Boys as 2, I think.
Grab that
Well,
that box. I am gonna show this off.
yeah, I counted Hardy Boys as 2. So
It,
that's I see
oh,
what
you
you
see
did
which
there.
one? Okay. So this didn't make my top 10, but it did come into my runner up. And I haven't put this one together, but I have put other things from Loki's. And this year is the first time I actually started getting figures of Transformers that don't transform. And one thing we wanted to talk about was before I show off my stuff is their toys still made for kids? And I think Nikki's outside the picture, but um is is their toys still made for kids? And I gotta be honest with you, Blokey's absolutely are. I got this at my local Walmart. So if you're looking for something that'll be under $5, this thing was 4.97. A nice toy. They put it together. They don't have to have any glue or anything. Everything fits
Just
together
flips out, snaps into place.
and it lights up, which is crazy. Now I did get, which I'm going to replace because I got to fix him. I did get Soundwave, but his arm broke, and that was my fault, not the company's fault. But um, I am going to put this guy together and do a review with him, and I am going to replace the Soundwave that I did mess up. And but I wanted to show this off because you are looking for something for kids. These things are dynamic and
They're
absolutely
very
work.
good with helping with spatial awareness and putting things together, reading directions, and understanding what those mean. So even though it's a toy, I feel like if they're anywhere between like 8, 8 and up really, but especially between 8 and like 12, 11, this is really good for fine motor skills and things like that too. So
Yeah. Now the the figure I'm going to show off it does make it into my top 10. It is the figure that got me back buying Hasbro, surprisingly. I had kind of broke away from getting a lot of Hasbro figures due to the fact that the yellowing being an issue, um, the figures not feeling like they're worth it. But this character here, Vortex, which I now am getting the combiner figures, and I'm going to show you off a combiner in just a second. But this figure here, Vortex, is the figure that actually got me going, okay, Hasbro, I'm willing to give you a shot again. And so we found this guy for around $20, and so I got him. I played around with him, still play around with him, and it's just a very dynamic looking figure. It cleans up really nice. It's a very well done figure. It's a fun figure, and there's a lot of playability, like pieces being able to come off and use them if you want to. It's just so much. So he absolutely made it my top 10 figures due to the fact that it got me back into buying Hasbro. With that, it made me go, okay, now I think I want to start buying combiners. And the next one that comes up on my list is the combiner I got that made me where I was like, okay, from here on out, yeah, I'm all in. Oh, I don't have to get every Hasbro figure that comes out from the line, but I do want to get combiners that I've never had before. And so this guy right here from the Aerial Box, I got him and I've been playing around with him, and he's so heavy, but so dynamic, cleans up really well, stays together. I mean, you hold his leg up, this big guy, and he can do these high kicks, and he holds a pose. I mean, at any level that you put it, he's got it. Has a nice knee bend, so you can get him into poses if you want to. So this right here is the thing that made me go, okay, Hasbro, your combiners are worth me purchasing all of them. And I've been asked about Bruticus and how Onslaught's going to be $100 for the Commander class. And I gotta be honest with you, with what I've got from Commander class, to me, it's worth it, and it's something that I'll save my money up to get. So I do think it's worth it as long as this, because then I got after I got this one, I ended up getting the Devastator. Nikki got me all the Devastator because it's my favorite combiner. And then I was like, okay, that Devastator is really good. It's better than my oh gosh, the one of the combiners wars where they were all combining together. So this one right here made it where I was like, yeah, this makes it where I'm going to definitely come back and start buying Hasbro again. Because for me, this is why I collect in the first place is I want something that I am going to enjoy, love, and play with. And this guy is right up there. Now, the other combiner I ended up getting this year, other than the Devastator from Hasbro, is that my friend Billy from Billy the Kid. and from the Forge had recommended and said, "Hey, you love Devastator. You really need to check out New Age." So New Age's Devastator by far is superior than the Devastator from Hasbro, but it is a smaller figure. And for me, this guy hits all the right places. He's just a fun figure, articulation. I love the way they made the body very slim, dynamic. Certain things are kind of loose on it, but overall, it is still a really good figure. The hands are fully articulated. And so, this is just a nice thing to have in my collection. It goes with all my other new ages. And I try to get new age when I have the money to get it because there are a lot of figures that we do get, me and Nikki both. And this guy right here has been absolutely worth it. Highly recommend if you can get your hands on this guy and you're looking at third party, then this would be right up your alley. This would be absolutely worth the money to do so. I have to say, honestly, it's just such a good figure overall. Just make sure I got everything tabbed right. Let me push that in. There we go.
Was it loose and you were like,
Yeah, I
okay, it's gonna come apart?
I loosened it by accident. So there we go.
Okay.
So yeah, so there you have Devastator just cleaning the back all the way around. And so this goes right in my cabinet with my other new age. The other new age figure that I got this year that just blew me out of the park.
Now that wasn't one of the Blokies.
No, not this one.
That was the New Age.
This is new age. Um, this one here uh, is a good runner up with that one there, and this is the RC from New Age. This figure cleans up really, really nice. If you have the masterpiece, this is the same transformation. Everything's the same with the masterpiece RC. With this one, it's just tinier. And the cool thing is it's got magnets on the bottom of it. So in my metal cabinet, I can get her,
In all kinds of cool poses.
yeah, and which is really, really cool and dynamic. And I have to say, she's tiny, but she's not brittle. And that actually means a lot when you have Transformers and action figures. You don't want them to be brittle. Now, another figure that I got this thing, and these two kind of go together, was this one Transformer figure became very nostalgic for me. It took me back to me being a kid, and I could not afford to get the figure that was the missing link, Optimus Prime. We just didn't have the money to do that between medical bills and other thing that we have to take care of. And with me, money's kind of tight on certain things, but we found this guy, saw him, and he just took me back to being a kid. Yes, he doesn't have any die cast on him, but he has rubber tires though, which is awesome. And one thing I would say is with him, I would love if Hasbro did all their missing links like this, where they release them this way. This took me back as a kid where everybody else was paying like over 100 and something dollars. I got him for 20. And for me, it fits everything. He transforms, he's articulated, waist rotation, everything. He's just this is the missing link for us poor guys that don't have a lot of money. So he was absolutely worth it. And the other figure that surprised me that this year was the 86 Studio Series Bumblebee. This guy, for the size and the money and everything, I got him when it was 2 for 15. And hey, Vampire, what's up, guys? How you doing? And welcome, Simon.
Simon's Realm.
Simon's room. Welcome. So when I got this Bumblebee here, it was the 2 for 15 on the Black Friday sale. So it's about 750 if you do it that way. I had actually not gotten him. It was kind of like passed him up because I was like, there's really no need to have another Bumblebee. Now I'm very happy that I did get this Bumblebee because this Bumblebee has no clear plastic, uh, really no hollow, and the transformation's clean, the robot's clean, and there's just a lot of fun to be had with this figure here. And so it goes with Nikki's little yellow shrine that she has with all her bumblebees. So she has a lot of bumblebees, but this is the one bumblebee that's actually my bumblebee. I got this for me. So and she's let me keep it. So we're kind of happy with that. I'm kind of happy with that. Now, other figures that's coming up that I didn't get to show off is that Nikki did show off one of the action force, but a toy line that, really surprised me this year, and it's kinda just hard to show off just one, but this is from a company called Aldi, and this is the Bumblebee, and they come um, in a box set. It's blind kinda like blind bags, but if you get the box set, you get all the characters, and they're in scale, which is absolutely crazy if you think about it. And so this is the Soundwave. Here is the Bumblebee.
The box you get, they'll either come in the little tiny ones like the Bumblebee,
Mhm.
or you'll get the bigger ones. How do you on the box, will it say like 1 in 12th, or how do you know what size you're getting?
If you usually if you get one of the smaller boxes, it'll have this one had Bumblebee, and I think it had one of the Insecticons, and it comes like with the two that's like this, and then you get a character like Ravage, which is like your third character. So it will come in it'll say you'll have three in one box. You'll have or just one character. And if you get the one character, it's going to be and this is the character that I'm digging out. This is the character that made me buy um all the Aldi boxes. Is that I did not want to take a chance. So I ended up. This is the only reason why I even got any of them, and it was for Perceptor, one of my favorite Autobots from Transformers. And
I always thought it cool he was a microscope.
yes, and this guy here with the colors that just pop, the articulation, the butterfly joints, everything about this thing is awesome. And if you were to get just one, you're only paying about $10 per figure. So and then you get characters like Alita One, and again, they are all in scale. And what is really funny, let's see if I see her, is that when I got New Age Alita 1, I also had the box come in from Audi. And that's what Nikki was asking. Was this Loki's or was this, but it's, as you can see, you really can't tell the difference between the two. That's what's so cool about these guys. And this is a more expensive one because it transforms and other things. But if you're just looking for something that you want to do stop motion photography
Or you
with,
want something to display and just, have it up on your desk, or
not worry about your cats getting hold of it. And
that was very popular this year, is these toys coming out that don't transform, but like make really good like robots. And you would get sometimes in a pack it would be the robot form, and sometimes it would be the vehicle form. We had that for, was it for Aldi, or was it it
Blokies.
was the Blokies
And
one?
that's the ones I was going to ask you to grab that was back
Oh,
there. And that's the last thing I was going to have is that if you didn't mind grabbing,
getting the Blokies.
yeah, the little small one, and
Tiny guys.
you can bring one of those and one of the bigger ones, and then and we can show off. Yes. So one thing you'll learn about community for all of us supply autocrit primers that were never organized.
A little hot rod
Yeah, I'll show off the little hot rod and then grab over there in the corner.
right here.
No, keep going over. Keep going forward. Yep.
This one.
And
The
so
ball.
yep. And so when it comes to the blokies, you got these new sizes. And if you get this size here and you get a box set, you get also vehicles. And in doing so, I was able to get the Devastator. I would have Nikki get out the Devastator, but that would be a hassle. And I
Oh
was
yeah.
only just get the ones up front. But you have Nikki's one of her favorite characters, which is Hot Rod.
Mhm.
And Nikki's the reason why I ended up liking Hot Rod is that I was never a Hot Rod fan until I married Nikki. And
Your perspectives. I
yes,
figured that out.
and I ended up liking her perspective better than mine. And
Because
so,
he saw the movie
mhm,
when Optimus died.
mhm,
But I didn't see that one. I only saw the regular like cartoons, and so when it went from Optimus being the leader to all of a sudden they talked about, Optimus being had died and that Hot Rod was now the leader. I was like, well, nobody wanted the job because it was Optimus beforehand, and he did such a great job. It's hard to follow such a great leader, but somebody had to do it, and I felt like Hot Rod decided he was gonna take one for the team and he was gonna be the leader. Whether he was good or bad at it, he knew they needed a leader.
yeah.
And so apparently Derek's perspective was how dare Hot Rod just take over um like Optimus wasn't even a thing or whatever. And so when I told him about, my perspective on that, it was like, oh, okay, I can see where
And then I was like, I can understand why
yeah,
people like him. And because I like Ultra Magnus, but then when I was like, why was Ultra Magnus able to be blown apart and then been put back together and he still can be around? And yeah, Optimus couldn't. That confused me as a kid.
that one confused me too.
But the Blokies were another line that I've really gotten into and really, really like a lot. And even though I've been getting the Audi ones, I'm actually a little bit leaning a little bit more towards the Blokies than I do the Audis because they're a lot more durable, I feel like. And if you're looking for something for kids, this is a great figure to get for your kid. If you get enough of them, they can mix match their arms and parts. Or if you're like me, instead of using firecrackers to blow up your GI Joes, you just can make it look like they got exploded because they got pulled apart, bam, now stuff like that, which is just really cool. And they go right back together.
He was saying you can match them. You can have an arm from one and a leg from another one, and if you lost the arm, then you can like
Yeah,
put parts on from the other ones.
the other ones. And they got ones that don't light up, and then they got ones that do light up. And so and that was just something that I thought was really, really cool this year was the fact of all these different non-transforming transformers and
Originally I'd be like, well, what's the point? If they don't transform, they're not really transformers. But they've made them so nice that
and fun.
it, it I don't have that perspective anymore.
Like for her and I, we agreed that we're all in for these little guys
They're really cute.
and they don't take up a lot of space and they have a lot of character in them.
They would go well with Lego minis. Like if you have a
Yeah,
little display thing where you're putting little Lego minis, they fit perfect.
perfect.
They're about the same size. They're a little wider
Yeah.
than Lego minis, but
But
they have weapons and stuff like that too.
we're kind of late in the game on getting the Blokies, but it's half the fun. Maybe I'll find some for an
Expensive.
inexpensive ones. And then the character and the company for me that just took everything by storm, completely took everything by storm. And that would be this company, which is called Savage Crucible. And this is Woo Man.
Man,
And they have their own comic book, graphic novel. And Woo Man is one of the heroes. And I like barbarians. I'm a big Conan fan. I like He-Man too. I don't get as many He-Man stuff as I used to, but this company here blew me out of the water. The details they put in their characters, the paint outs, the articulation, the overall love that goes into these things. These are what me and Nikki have said are literally a work of art. They really
They really are nice.
are a work of art. And this is one of the ones. And there's one more. Um, can you hand me the one that has the very pointed the reptile? It's got like the orange, rocky looking stuff, and then the guy with the dog face or the wolf face. They're both gonna be at the front. Yeah, right in the middle. That yep. And the one right behind it has got the wolf face. And they show you that it's a work of art. And this is what Nikki was like, yes, no, that one. A work of art is the fact that, as you'll see here, and I don't have their weapons, his weapons in him, but he comes with this cool cloth cape that can come on and off, place to put a sword, which is probably somewhere in there.
It probably is.
Yeah. And then all the details that goes into these figures just completely goes in to each one of these figures. It's just amazing. And the satchel and the pouch and a little knife on the side of his leg that can come in and out. Um, the paint that goes into the multicolors in the feet and the legs. It's just these things are a work of art, each and every one. The face sculpts are just like wow, absolutely crazy. And then they really show off their talent would be this guy right here. And they're very pointy, so you got to be careful. But these guys here really took it by storm this year. I think that these are just they got the toes that go up and down. Um, these guys, this company, for me, um, out of 2025, I think is the number one company in our book this year. And a company that we are definitely going to be paying a close attention to and see what else they got coming out
Hmm.
because it's, they're just so dynamic. I mean, you go from just let you see, there's three of their bases, and they got other characters too. But as you can see, nothing's reused. Everything is new, and everything is just so stylized. And
I like that comment. It says not playing with your dolls if you say you're just cleaning the dust off your action figures.
that's true.
That's good.
I
I
like
like
that.
that. I like that a lot.
And welcome,
Can I put my phone?
Quinta. That's a good question.
Am I sitting on it?
I don't know. We lose phones. Oh, you found it. So if we haven't got to your comment, we're sorry. It's kind of small here
Yeah.
on here, so that's why Nikki was looking for a phone to keep up
Yeah,
with
let's
it.
see if I read.
But yeah, I mean, overall, this year there's been so much that's come out. There's just been so many things and so much everything. It's just like kind of hard to pick and choose the number one, but company wise, I think this year for us, Valorverse overall blew me away. Has made me anything that deals with my army type characters. Valorverse has knocked it out of the park. Valorverse is what we're going to stick with. And I've almost kind of like this completist where I want to try and get every one of the characters he's made. It's kind of hard because once people get those characters, they don't really let those characters go. Um, which is understandable. Other one is from this, and apparently they are now doing Conan, or I should say, Ready, artwork style. Um, I mean, seamless knees. I mean, that's just crazy. The engineering on these things. But yeah, like they were saying, is that um, there's a lot of new stuff that they've got coming out. You got Valiverse has got a lot of new stuff. They got this Black Series that's coming out. There's definitely going to be dealing with the pirate setting, which definitely is me and Nikki's go-to number one thing. Um, when it comes to because you can't get everything, so we kind of like talked it out, and even though we love these guys, we're a little bit more leaning towards the Blokies because we like the way they feel and durability, and we love the little ones. So that's definitely going to be that route. When it comes to third party, I really only buy from New Age. there. I don't like branch out to the other companies because I know if I do, then I'm going to want everything that company does. And so, and then Hasbro won me back. This is for Hasbro for me this year. Even though Optimus Prime, 86 Optimus Prime is an excellent, dynamic, awesome figure, it's not one of the figures that you would have gone to the store and been like, I can get that right now. This is a figure that you could. And this is a figure that I would say would been on the shelf and that this is like that make or break me figure. And this one made it. This is what made me go back to buying Hasbro. And I got only with Transformers, I've been very happy with them. I don't really care for the practices of Hasbro overall as a company, but for Transformers, that's always going to be a big part of my heart and my life. So is G.I. Joe. One last thing. I forgot about the G.I. Joes up there, and I got one more figure to show off.
Did you in your grip?
Any one of those that you see over there, and then yes, yeah, any one of them up there. But the G.I. Joe was Super 7, which surprised me a lot, was I didn't think I would ever buy anything from Super 7, but because of them producing these 3 and 3/4 inch O-ring GI Joes to go with my GI Joes as a kid. I won't be taking these out of the package.
And that one's Scarlet with her snowsuit,
Yeah.
snow coat on it. Looks really good.
And then I have become where I'm a completist with this guy here. And then
Or this particular
thing for
Super
GI Joe.
7
Yeah,
G.I.
GI
Joe.
Joe. But then the thing that is the number one, absolutely dynamic paint outs, details, and a new line that a new genre that I've fallen in love with is Warhammer. And this is one of uh is there any good? I'm thinking I'm picking up a couple. I've enjoyed it. It takes me back to the G.I. Joe 3 and 3/4. Takes me back to being a kid. I used to love them. So if you like things like that, then they definitely are really well made. And the anyone that like Zartan actually changes color in the sun, which is crazy. But this guy here, when you come to pricing figures and just the dynamic overall, Warhammer for the Warhammer figures, this is from the Alpha Legion. This is from the Horus Heresy, but with the paint, and I wish just the lighting would be better, but the paint and Joy Toys, the detail, the love, the engineering, the overall everything, the plastic, the heaviness, everything is just absolutely perfect. So this guy here is my number one spot for the year. Goes to the Alpha Legion Century, and as you can see, the dynamics on the shoulder blades, the chest, everything. So this year we talked about it, and Joy Toys Warhammer figures. I am now going to start getting more of those because I do a lot of painting with my Warhammer figures, and I like these are just great to have if I want to see how it would be for shadowing and coloring and stuff like that. And for anyone that's thinking about getting into Warhammer, this is one of those things I would highly recommend you getting and trying it out. But yeah, dynamic figures overall, perfect.
And chunky too.
Very
They
chunky.
got heft to them.
Yeah,
And they definitely have big feet. They're not gonna fall over.
no. So for 2026, you'll probably be seeing me doing more
Joy Toy
Warhammer
Warhammer figures.
and probably some more of the Blokies. And when it comes to Hasbro Transformers, it'll be me doing the combiners, getting the combiners and focus on the combiners. I think there's only one I have that's from the Age of the Proms I'm going to get that's not a combiner. Can't remember his name, but he has this Cyclops looking face. That I was like, that was pretty cool. But yeah, for non-transformings, these are really good if you're a collector or want that. But for me, I think I'm going to lean towards more of the Blokies and getting them and more of the Warhammer um, Joy Toys. And that will be our main focus for the channel next year. And anything that deals with Action Force, Valorverse will be the other big thing. So some changes with the reviews that we'll be doing and everything. But overall, it's been a great year. Been very blessed. I thank Jesus I'm still here. Um, it is still touch and go. I did have an episode last week. It's the reason why we were not able to do the show, and then I got sick on top of it.
I
So
think take off 1 week. I think it was before or after Thanksgiving, but then we got sick, and so we had to take off 2 weeks. Then
now we will be back planning to do a live stream for New Year's, a full live stream for New Year's. Um, Bringing in the new year countdown, the whole 9 yards. So we are going to have that set up and planned. We're going to bring in the new year live stream.
that'll be on Wednesday
Yes, we will not be doing a show
next week.
next week. We hope you all have a happy and a wonderful Christmas. I hope if you have family, I hope you get to spend it with them and have a blessed time with them. Um, Cherish every moment you have. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. Something that I have um, very much have come to understand with that. But I'm looking forward to the new year. Can't get enough looking at this guy. Just I keep looking down at him. It's just so good. But yeah, that's it. Anything you wanted to share?
That's it.
All right. So
Please.
that's all both our top 10 for 2025. Some was, Transformers related, some was not. But I think a company to be on the lookout for is Blokey. Really pay attention if you're looking at something for kids. I think this is a top notch. I think you can also get these for like $4 or $5 at Walmart.
I think
Also,
so.
it's a blind box, so you're not really sure what you're going to get inside, but uh,
You can always buy
the whole
a whole
box.
box on Amazon,
Yeah,
and you're guaranteed all the figures unless
which I'm
you
doing.
get the chase figure, which is the unique one,
Yeah.
and then that will replace one of the other figures that you won't get.
You won't get. But yeah, that is it for the show. Thank you so much for being a part of it. We love y'all. We thank you so much for hanging out with us. And with that, I think that's it. Is that it?
Yep.
We're done. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll catch you at the new year when we're doing our live stream then. And if you want to be a guest, please reach out to Nikki.
Yeah.
Reach out to her on Facebook, which is Nikki Lansting Davis.
All in there, you'll
You
find me.
can reach out at autocratprimer@gmail.com. And with that, we'll see y'all in the new year. Have a good one. Bye, guys.